In the year 1487, Leonardo da Vinci created the first known blueprints of a mobile battle tank. In September 1916, 430 years later, the battle tank was used during the First World War, changing warfare forever. In 1938, German physicists discovered a way to weaponize nuclear fission. August 6, 1945, was the first time that a nuclear weapon was detonated on enemy soil. This atomic bomb was the most devastating man-made creation to ever be unleashed, thus again changing the balance of power and warfare forever. At the end of World War II, these warheads, or nukes, would be the root cause igniting the nuclear arms race between the United States and the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. It's sad that a weapon such as this would force these two former allies to separate out of fear. But also, would this weapon continue to be constructed by both the US and USSR? The human nature to destroy ourselves was too potent to ignore. With more of these weapons being constructed at alarming rates, the tension between the US and USSR would continue to grow as the years went by. At the height of this Cold War, the CIA would create a covert operations unit called Force Operation X, better known as the Fox Unit. Soldiers of the Fox Unit were trained relentlessly by one of the greatest soldiers to walk the battlefield, the mother of Special Forces, the Big Boss. Among those students that she taught was a young man that went by the name of Jack. Jack showed promise in his training, and as such, was selected by David O, or better known as Zero, to take part in a mission titled Operation Snake Eater. August 24th, 1964. Operation Snake Eater is commenced, and Jack is inserted into the Soviet region of Selnoyarsk under the code name of Naked Snake. The mission was to rescue a defecting Soviet scientist by the name of Nikolai Sokolov. Snake, however, discovered a bigger conspiracy during the mission. Sokolov possessed blueprints to a new type of weapon, a weapon more devastating than ever imagined. This bipedal battle tank had the ability to launch a nuclear strike anywhere around the world. This weapon is called Metal Gear. Snake would make it his solemn vow that this weapon would never see the light of day. However, the conspiracy would fall deeper down the rabbit hole. Big Boss would turn out to be working with the enemy, making sure the weapon would be built and allowing the Soviets to utilize it anywhere they pleased. Snake would stop Metal Gear and save the world, but at the cost of his mentor and his first love, Big Boss. After Operation Snake Eater, Snake was promoted to the title of Big Boss, but Snake knew the truth. The Big Boss loved the US. She would die for it. And that very government would exploit that sense of patriotism. Big Boss was used. She was used as a scapegoat. In actuality, she was a double agent embedded within the Soviet military, and would take the fall for everything that happened in Selnoyarsk. Because of this, Snake walked away from it all. He was tired. Tired of a government using its soldiers for their own agendas, and then easily discarded and forgotten. Snake would make his own army. An army that took no sides. An army that would fight for peace. An army without borders, no nation, no banner. A place where he and his men truly belonged. An outer heaven. In late 1974, Snake has formed his army, the Militaires Sans Frontières, an army without borders. Snake was approached by a young girl named Paz, and provided intel that an organization known as Cypher was smuggling nuclear weapons into Costa Rica. He enlisted the help of his men and the local militia to stop it. Together with Chico, Paz, and Kazuhiro Miller, they discovered that another Metal Gear was created and was going to be used. Snake put a stop to this plan, but instead of destroying the warhead-ready Metal Gear Zeke, Snake would end up keeping the machine to use as a deterrent. This mistake would set more chaos in motion. Paz was secretly a double agent working for Cypher, and hijacked Metal Gear Zeke and attempted to kill Snake. She failed, falling into the ocean and presumed dead. February 1975. Snake and his base receive a notice from the IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency, that an inspection of the base will be conducted. Snake and Miller refuse, thinking that Cypher has somehow coerced the agency to go to Mother Base's retaliation for foiling their plans with Metal Gear Zeke. However, Dr. Huey Emmerich accepts the offer from the IAEA. His reasons are so the UN and other agencies will accept the fact that they are peace-seeking PMC with no nuclear capabilities. The solution was to hide Metal Gear Zeke and the nuke at the bottom of the ocean. A few days left until the inspection. Chico has found a way to sneak away from MSF base after receiving some form of intelligence that Paz was still alive. Chico, having romantic feelings for Paz, heads toward a remote US black site in Cuba, where he believes Paz is being held captive to rescue her. He fails, and is captured too. Word of Chico's capture reaches Kaz and Snake fast, and on the eve of the IAEA inspection, Snake departs for the black site to rescue Chico and Paz. This is the eyewitness accounts of the Ground Zeroes incident in 1975.
She told us everything. Don't worry, I kept my word. She didn't suffer long. Here. You earned it. How's it feel to play the traitor? No more war games. You're a real man now, soldier. Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
10 days ago, we got reports that Paz was still alive.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No. I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil, and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
What an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved's bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
Trojan horse is in! This pirate crackdown's a go! Move!
So who's the other target?
That would be Chico. He's being held in the same area as Paz. Last radio contact was 40 hours ago. Find them both. Bring him back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico and Paz, then report back from the rendezvous point. We'll send a chopper from across the Cuban border. You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our guests. The only catch is you go in solo. The politically sensitive nature of the mission means backup is not an option.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Kept you waiting, huh?
an old unused part of the compound. Get inside and head northeast.
Mission info has been updated.
This is an infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of sight. Before you go any further, use your binoculars to recon the area. If you ready your weapon while crawling, you can move horizontally left or right. If you do that holding the dash button, you'll move faster. To climb an obstacle, press the action button.
SEALs? Those ain't no jarhead birds, I can tell you that. Paramilitary setup? Some of the guys are saying... You know what? That's what
There's a guard up there. If you're going to eliminate him, use a gun. Now head east to the old prison area. You can bring up the target's location on your iDroid.
What's going on, guys? It's Snotrag, and today I have Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. It didn't necessarily feel right for me to continue on the series without including this game as well.
Press the call button to get more intel.
Of course, I did get the bundle with Metal Gear Solid 5, including Ground Zeroes, and it's important to the story, just in case anybody was completely unaware of what the story is around with Metal Gear. And that's why I included that opening cinematic that I made. I spent a lot of time editing that, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And I also wanted to make my videos just a little more cinematic. So as long as you follow exactly as I do, you should be able to get through this no problem. Of course, this is on hard difficulty, and I have set challenges for myself.
Just don't forget you might put it in danger of being shot down.
It's pretty clear that this is on hard difficulty because you don't start with your rifle. You have to go find that, and I'll show the location of the rifle. And the challenges that I have set for myself is CQC only with regards to taking people out. We will not be using the tranquilizer pistol because on hard difficulty, the effects of tranquilizing people, knocking them out with hardcore CQC, or choking them out, the timing of when that wears off is completely different on hard difficulty.
Take a good look at the enemy through your binoculars, and you can mark him. Marked enemies can be sensed when nearby, even if there's a wall between you and them. But it only works if you stop and take the time to focus your attention. This helps you maintain situational awareness. Try it.
So we're almost at the campground where Chico is being held. And I also did a challenge where I'm rescuing all of the prisoners. So this video, the reason why it's going to take a while is because I decided to challenge myself even further by rescuing the prisoners without getting caught. And this is one of the methods, my best method. There's probably tons of them out there on YouTube already, that you could do this without getting caught, without taking anybody out, but this is what I found. Maybe you guys want a bigger challenge from me, and I can see if I can do this without taking a single person out. The only issue with that is the AI is extremely smart in this game, and that's something that I would also love to see
That's the old prison
in
area.
Splinter Cell,
The
is they are in tune with the environment. They notice things, like that guard saw something and he's like, huh, what is it? And this guy right here almost caught us. He's like, is something moving? And he's shining his light. He doesn't see anything moving. We're perfectly still. And then he's going to go about his normal day. That's smart AI, and that's something that I would love to see in the Splinter Cell remake as well. There's so much material that Ubisoft can use in order to make the Splinter Cell remake one of the greats.
We've been in touch with Amanda. We had her listen to Chico's call for help. She agrees with us. She said, I know my brother and I know when he's lying. She also had a message for you. I'm ready for the worst.
Prone is going to be your best friend throughout this entire playthrough. I'm not kidding you. The AI is intense with visual awareness, sounds. This is some top tier AI for a game that came out so long ago. And that's one of the things that was very controversial about it, was when Ground Zeroes came out, they were asking $50 for the equivalent of a demo. That's kind of a big deal. And a lot of people were up in arms about it, and they didn't know, hey, there's more missions to it, but those side missions and everything were confined to this level only. And I agreed with them. $50 for the equivalent of a demo is no. But luckily, Ground Zeroes came with the bundle that I got, I think 2 years ago on the PC. And it didn't feel right to not include this in the Stealth series whatsoever. So that's why I decided to go back and redo this. And I'll include it in the Metal Gear Solid 5 Stealth series that I'm doing right now. So this is the first instance of when we are going to have to take people out. We're going to wait for these two to stop talking, and then they're going to split up. One guard is going to come relatively close to us. The other is going to kind of sort of hang out by those boxes right there. Now that guy that's going to hang out by the boxes, he does a minute patrol pattern. He will turn around sometimes, and that's one of the first guys that we need to take out. You need to do exactly as I'm doing in this entire video if you want to get an S rank, and you want to do this with all the challenges that I have implemented for myself. This is not a matter of timing whatsoever. We are not doing this to get the fastest time. We're doing this to remain undetected. No alarms were sound. No one was really here. But at the same time I say that, we're going to be holding people up at gunpoint and everything like that. They're going to remember who we were and what I looked like, and probably send people to come after us. That's what I do. So we choked him out, and the next guy is right here. Just go ahead and choke him out. And the guard that we left alone when we had to crawl by the cacti, he's down here in this area as well. So we're going to need to take him out. Your night vision goggles are also a very, very useful tool throughout this entire playthrough as well. So the guards should be over there, toward where we came from, and one of the best ways to know when it's okay to go behind and grab them, and that's the other thing, you have to grab people from behind. You can't be facing them, otherwise you get dinged on the records for being spotted and everything. So we are, again, making sure that we don't fail that challenge as well. So one indication where he's ready to be walked up and get grabbed is when he reaches for a cigarette. And I got stuck right here. So there, he went for a cigarette. And also, you can approach guards while you're out here at this pace. It's only when we get indoors where they're very in tune with the environment, and if you make the slightest sound when you're X amount of inches from them, they'll turn around and see you. So again, what we're going to do here is we're going to hold these guys up, and this will cause them to remain in place throughout the entire time that we're going to be here. We don't need to knock them out. We don't need to use the tranquilizer gun. We don't need to use the tranquilizer gun at all. So we just need to hold these people up, and they'll stay here unless the alarm sounds or some guy patrolling the area finds them and recovers them. So we're just going to put these bodies here, hide the bodies exactly as I do, and you will not get caught. They won't be found. They won't raise the alarm. You'll be silky smooth if you do this exactly as I do. So rinse and repeat. We're just going to kick them. Equip your pistol and hold them up.
Get down.
Make sure that you tell them to get down. Just so that way they're hidden a lot better. And now we're going to go rescue Chico, and we're going to rescue the other prisoners as well.
Chico. Chico. Chico, it's me.
No! No! Go away! Go away!
Let me out of here, please!
Get off me! Get off!
Chico, keep it down.
Go away!
Right over here. Hey, you gotta let me out! You let me out, go!
Calm down. Don't fight it. I got Chico.
And Paz?
Not here.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Is Chico able to walk?
Hold on. Not gonna happen.
You'll have to carry him out then. Okay, boss, change your plans. Haul Chico over to the rendezvous point. We'll get Paz's whereabouts out of him once he's calmed down.
We're not going to pick up Chico quite yet. Follow exactly as I do because we have 2 more guards inbound, and it's going to make it harder for us to get by these guys while we have to worry about prisoners and Chico.
The map has
So
been
here they come.
updated.
As long as you get out here to this area as quickly as you can, you should be able to get right by them, and what we're going to do is just flank them, and then we're going to knock them out. It just makes your life a lot easier if you just remove the problem out of the equation, just to take care of these guys, so that way we don't have to worry about them, and if we're making it enough time to get all the prisoners back and forth, and also so that way you don't have to use your tranquilizer pistol. We're going to do the same thing with these guys. We're just going to wait for them to get in position, and then we're going to knock them out by choking them out. If you throw them or do any hardcore CQC, I counted, it takes 25 seconds for them to recover. If you choke them out, it's like 4 minutes. If you use the tranquilizer pistol, it's like 3 minutes. So that's why it's better to just hold them up. But first, we're just going to sneak right behind them. Silky smooth. And choke them out. Put them sleepy night-night. And then same thing here. Careful of the guard up the trail. Sometimes he'll spot you, sometimes he won't. It's just really random. He's up there, right by that rock. And as soon as these guys are down, we're going to go ahead and pick them up, and we're going to get ready to move. We're going to take it back to another area around the cage where we placed the other guys earlier. So this guy and his buddy, as soon as we go back and get him, are going to be placed right here. Alright, so we got the second guy. And rinse and repeat. We're just going to wake him up. And then hold him up.
Hands up. Get down.
Once again, make sure that you tell them to get down. You can interrogate them, but just to save time and everything, I choose not to since I pretty much know what to do. And now we're going to get all of the prisoners. And we're going to place them in a very specific manner.
What do you plan on doing?
And we're going to haul them off in a very specific manner. I will play Chico's tape, just that way you guys get a little more story. I will play tape number 3 and then tape number 1.
Forget the targets.
So we're going to place them right here by this door, because what it's going to do is when we keep coming back here, it will hold the door open for us and save time.
A POW. That's fine if he has some intel, I guess.
That's also something that I would like to see in Splinter Cell is some side quests, exactly like what was executed with Metal Gear Solid 5. They did that in Blacklist, but it could obviously be done a hell of a lot better. I just really hope they don't screw it up. No news is good news, I understand that and everything like that, but I'm being very impatient. I want to know. So one by one, we're just going to take them out of here. But we're going to place them by the door. And the last guy that's in here, we're going to take him first, and then we're going to take Chico. Just that way he can give us the tape. And you guys aren't watching me back and forth carrying these guys, but I can play the tape while I'm doing that, just that way we can get a little more context as to what happened. So the RV is literally just down this cliffside where we came from to knock the guys out. You don't have to do this. I did this just to kind of challenge myself. And also, it will add to your score, so if you want a better score, then go for it. Just follow along with the video, do exactly as I do. You're going to want to place them over here by this rock, so that way you can just fluidly put them all in the helicopter. And now we're going to go get Chico, and he's going to give us the audio tape, and I will play that, so that way you guys have something to listen to in terms of story while we get the rest of the prisoners. There is one more prisoner that is toward the very beginning of the mission. We're going to need to get him next. We're not going to get Paz after this, because if we were to go get Paz right away, they would execute him. And that's a no-no. We want to make sure that we rescue all of them. See how the door is kept open? As long as the prisoners are sitting right there exactly where I placed them, you don't have to worry about having to open and close the door. And it'll just make things move along a lot faster.
The RV's just a little further. Great. You reached the RV. Put the target down for a minute. How's he doing?
Chico, where's Paz?
She's dead.
When was this recorded?
She's dead.
Okay, now use your iDroid to call the chopper for pickup.
Play the tape.
Buzz!
On your feet.
Okay.
Chico was taken out of his cage. Did he leave the tape recording while he was being moved? Paz might be up ahead.
So when we go to pick up the second guy, that's when we're going to call the helicopter. Just do exactly as I
I
did.
hear vehicles. And a flag. Must be near the heliport. A gate. Chico left the tape on record while he was being moved. Try using what you hear to find Paz. If you're still not sure, listen to the tape again.
Alright, by the time we come back up here and grab this guy, the helicopter should be here, and we'll just load them up one at a time.
Arriving shortly at LZ.
So the prisoner was able to keep the door open for us when we came back. That's why I put him there, just to kind of save time.
This is Morpho. Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by. Put the target on the chopper. Okay, target is in. Target's inside. Is that it?
For some reason, Snake wanted to put him down on the ground, so I'm just like, screw it. I'll get this guy next. Not as fluid as I wanted, but hey, we get the job done.
Incoming too. Roger that.
And then last, we're going to load up Chico, so that way the helicopter takes off, and then we can get going for the next prisoner. Do exactly as I do. I'm going to be playing Chico's tape number 1, if people want to listen to that as well. It just kind of tells the story of how Chico got here and what happened.
Mission info has been updated.
I'm going to go ahead and play the tape for you guys right around here. I will talk over at one certain point, so I'm sorry if I interrupt the dialogue.
I made it ashore. I'm in Cuba. Security looks lighter than I thought. I wonder where Paz is. East dark, but there are soldiers everywhere. Lots of choppers coming and going.
Hey, when those choppers left.
Those lights are so bright.
Yeah, look like a bunch of leaves or something.
Time to get moving.
Yeah, I saw at least one of them land by the windsock.
I got close to the fence to see if I could spot her. They had a guard posted, so I got out of there. Guess security's not so light after all.
Up here, we need to take care of this guard right at the light. Because if we don't, and we call for extract later, the chances of him spotting you are high. And it'll cause a combat alert. That's not what we want, so we gotta take this guy out.
I think I found him! It's gotta be Paz! No, no, no! They're looking for me.
All we're doing is retracing our steps. Because the guard that we left alone at the first tower is gone now.
No, quit that struggle. Got him secured. It's a kid.
Just retrace your steps all the way back to this point, and the reason why I'm moving the lights is so that way they don't shine on the helicopter when we fly away, because that might give us away.
I got caught. I'm in a cage. Give me back my recorder. At least whoever finds this will know what happened.
Open the front gate. Supply deliveries on its way in.
They're holding others here too. Still no sign of Paz.
Remain crouched, do not run, or people will see you. This is one of the other lights that we are going to need to take out. Down there in that little guard shack is where you can find your rifle, the suppressed rifle. Now, do exactly as I do here. There's 3 guards protecting this prisoner that's supposed to be executed. Make sure you stick up on cover right here, otherwise the guard that was over there, if he was just standing there, would have seen you, but luckily for us, he moved. If you stay right here, you should be fine. No one should be able to see you because we're proned out, we're in the dark, and there are some items on the table that are obscuring one guard's vision. We need to wait for their movement patterns to sync up before we take out the guy closest to us first. The guy closest to us will not move. So this guard right here, we need him to match the other guard's movement pattern before we even think about choking him out. The guards with shotguns, they have shotguns. Duh, I just said that. And here I almost messed up, but luckily for me, I got that under control. The guards with shotguns have sidearms. If you are going to hold them up, you need to make sure that you are holding them up from behind. You cannot do it to the side. You cannot do it in front. They will draw their pistol and shoot at you, and it will cause an alarm to go off, and mission failed. You just got detected. You have to make sure that you take them out from behind if you are going to hold them up. You'll see what I'll do. I'll wake him up, move behind him, point my gun at him. So we're going to wait for the guard in the trench coat to move back to the right, and that's when it's going to give us the green light to take out the closest guard toward us, the one with the shotgun. So as soon as he starts moving, it's time to go. Choke this guy out. And then by the time you're done choking this guy out, move over to the next guard and choke him out as well. Silky smooth. Alright, now we're going to hide the bodies. Once again, when you choke them out like this, you have a total of 4 minutes to do what you got to do. So we're going to position them around here. Make sure that you're not too close, otherwise you'll continue to pick up the magazines and stuff. Kick him, and then put your gun in him. Once again, make sure you tell them to lie down.
Lie down. Lie down.
And if one guard is in the way of the other and he can't lie down, all you have to do is just nudge him a little and just go up and kind of push him. Don't CQC him, just kind of push him with moving your body into him. Alright, so this guy, without a doubt, has a pistol, because too many times it's happened
Try interrogating some of
where
the
they
Marines.
have a pistol and they draw him. So
But
make
the
sure,
squeeze on
again,
them.
do it just like that. Make sure you're behind them when you do that. So now we're good. Now we got the next prisoner. We have the door unlocked, and that exact same infiltration point is what we're going to use to extract both this prisoner and Paz.
You gonna help him? Keep an eye out for nearby
So up
enemies.
here you can
They
run.
Try to shoot down the chopper.
And plus, he's going to give us some intel that we need.
Guessing you didn't come here just to save my ass, alright? This'll help with whatever you're doing. Everyone inside the admin building, use the drainage channel.
The map has
So he
been
told us
updated.
to use the drainage channel, and that's
Market
exactly what we're
place.
going to do. So I went ahead and marked it on the map, and we're going to get going. Now, I could have picked up the suppressed rifle, but I decided not to. Once again, it's on hard difficulty, and there's no point in me picking it up if I'm not going to use it. And plus, I think it makes your silhouette a little easier to identify if you have the rifle versus if you just have the pistol. So there's another guard up here that we're going to need to avoid. Now, it's going to say that I failed a challenge. Apparently, throwing your magazines as distraction counts as using a weapon, which I think is so stupid. But, yeah, so I failed that task, but hey, whatever. I know I didn't fire a single projectile whatsoever. I didn't fire a single bullet, but it was just like, nah, you did. You did magazine.
I only want peace for my country. I can't believe we ever bought that cover story.
Throw your magazine that way, and as you can see, I turned off like the trajectory aiming tool that will pop up whenever you throw grenades or items and stuff. I turned that off as well, just to kind of make it a little more challenging. Follow along exactly as I do. You should be able to get by this guard, and then there's another guard right ahead of us. No problem. Now, at this point in time, the guards are rotating. Shift changes is something that I would also love to see in the Splinter Cell remake. That would be awesome. But because of that, we're going to have a little trouble up ahead. Now, normally, if you were quicker than I am, but once again, I'm trying to remain undetected and trying to be as stealthy as possible with all these challenges, it changes things. The longer you play the game, the environment changes, the guards' behavior change, and the guards' patrols change. Smart, ridiculously smart AI. So up here, you'll actually see that. So up here, normally there's only one guard that guards this door.
It'll help you stay out of sight, but watch you don't get hypothermia.
As you can see here, there's two more.
The helipad. That matches Chico's tape.
So there are 3 guards. Normally there's only supposed to be 1. So it's no worries, as long as you hide behind the sandbag here, and just kind of shadow when they move past you, you should be good to go. All we got to do is just wait. Make sure that you have your magazines or whatever distraction that you're going to use equipped, because the guard closest to the door is going to remain there. And he's going to come into play a lot later. You'll see. I'm not going to try to spoil anything for you guys yet. But all we got to do is just hang tight here and wait for these two guards to come to us. But I'm also excited for the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. I can't wait for that. That's one of the reasons why I'm going back, excuse me, and playing all the Metal Gears. I think my first Metal Gear Solid game was...
Find Paz and bring her back here.
Excuse me, Kaz, I'm talking. I think my first Metal Gear Solid game was Metal Gear Solid 4. And then I went back and played Snake Eater. Fell in love with the franchise. And then I played Metal Gear Solid 2. I played the entire Metal Gear series completely backwards. I think my dad played the very first Metal Gear game. I can't remember on what system or whatever. It was so long ago, but the very first Metal Gear game my dad did play. I'm pretty sure. He could correct me on that, I'm not sure. Alright, so now that those two are out of the way, we're good. Discard. We're going to throw our magazine exactly where I throw it. And we need to move fast, because we got those two other guys to worry about, and then we got this guy possibly seeing us as well, and we're going to head right for the drainage channel. Just go, 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 go. Silky smooth. Yeah, get in the vent, get in the vent, get in the vent. Thank you. Silky smooth. We're just going to follow this all the way to where we got to go.
Remember back when we met? Enemies on opposing sides in South America. But when I tried to take myself out with a grenade, you stopped me. I never realized until I met you. There's no such thing as an absolute enemy. Our enemies are always relative.
So, this is the hardest part. Just follow along exactly with what I do. I am not kidding you. This is going to shake things up.
The system is off. Can you get to the controls?
What this is going to do is, it's going to turn off all the lights. Yeah, cool. But also, most importantly, the cameras. Because we're not using our firearms, it's kind of difficult to sneak by them. So it's better, once again, to take them out of the equation. Immediately go prone, because there are two guards coming our way. There's going to be one coming from the right and one coming back to the left. Hide in this corner here. They won't see you.
CP, this is Delta 6. Investigating now. Out.
And all we're going to do is wait. There's going to be a guard that comes back here and turns the lights back on. We're going to turn them off. But you got to remember, you can't turn the lights off more than 3 times. Otherwise, the alarms will sound. Trust me, I found that out. But also, it's just like, well, they definitely know you're here at this point. And it's like, well, first off, it's storming like a mother outside right now. So lights are back on. So that's strike 1. Like I said, if you do it 3 times, the alarms will sound. So we're only going to do it once more. So this guy, we're going to take him out first. Grab him, choke him out. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Yeah. Alright, pick him up. And then we're literally going to hide him right into the drainage channel where we came from. Put him right here. And they're going to come into play here later when we have pause. So with the power out and everything, that also caused the guards to change their patrol patterns and everything. So the guard who came and turned the lights back on, he's not supposed to be here. He was supposed to be pretty much right in front of the armory in front of us, which is also where if you pick the door open, you can also get your hands on another suppressed rifle. So that guard right there is one of the only guards that we're not going to be touching. Everybody else that you're about to see, we have to take him out. So this guy is doing his own thing. We kind of want him over here. So he is not going the way that we want to. Hold on. Ooh. Okay, that was close. Okay, so yeah, this is not what I wanted. So yeah, we're gonna need to turn it off. Kind of wanted him to stay here a little bit. Okay, so rinse him feet. We're just gonna turn it off. Except we're not gonna go hide back where we did the first time. We're actually gonna go under that shack one more time. Okay, so this is strike 2. We gotta make sure that he does not turn on the power again.
CP, this is Delta 6.
So here he comes again. We're going to wait for him to go through the gate, and we're going to have a great opportunity to grab him. Now. And knock him out, put him to sleep. And then we're going to take him and put him right next to the first guy that we hid in the drainage channel. We're going to wake him up, hold him at gunpoint, because we're going to use them later on when it's time to go. Wakey wakey, sunshine.
Get down. Lie down.
You guys didn't like each other before. You will now. Alright. So now we got our MPGs equipped. Very useful tool. This is the lock door that I was talking about. You go up, pick that lock, you'll get your other rifle. But again, there's no point in me picking them up since I'm not going to use it. Kind of wish that there was the ability in Metal Gear Solid 5 to unequip the pistol as well. Make it a little bit harder for me.
You can move back and forth while hanging.
Okay, up ahead, we got multiple issues here. We got a guy with a flashlight that's looking down our way. As long as you remain prone, he won't see you. There's going to be a guard to the right of us that we will need to take out. The guard with a flashlight, we are going to have to take out. And there's going to be another guard that's just chilling by a junction box that we are going to take out. And a guy with a shotgun we need to take out. Everybody here needs to be taken out. First up, we're going to throw a magazine just to distract the flashlight guy. As soon as he turns around, we can go ahead and start taking people out. So just come behind cover, pull him, and then drag him over here. Because what we want is to drag him right here, knock him out, and have the guy going to investigate the magazine to see him. So that way, he can come trotting over here, and then we can take him out as well. Easy pickings. So he's going to double back where he came from. You should see the body right about now. There we go. And he's going to come over here, and that's when we take him out, put him sleepy night night. Sleepy night night! Alright, now it's time to move. We're going to put him behind this box, and then do with the shotgun here. These guys will ruin your freaking day. So we're just going to place him right here. Just kind of keep him separated from the rest, so that way we can get behind him and hold him up at gunpoint. Otherwise, like I said, they will draw their pistols and they'll shoot at you. And that will cause an alarm. So this guy right here, we're going to grab him. There's another guy with the shotgun down there. Knock this dude out. And then we're going to get behind this green box. Once we do, he should trot over here. Here he comes. And good night. There's another guard down below that will see you easily unless you do exactly as I do. That's going to be another guy that we're going to have to take out. This is the best method that I found to get by this without being seen, to get an S rank, to rescue all the prisoners, X, Y, all the way through Z. Whoa. Where'd the other guy go? What? Uh-oh. I'm not kidding you when it says 4 minutes for them to wake up. Maybe he glitched out. That's a little weird. Did I put him? Yeah, I did. He's gone. He gone. Alright. So, these guys with the coats, you don't have to worry about them pulling a sidearm. That's why you can do 2 at a time. You can only hold 2 people up at a time. You can't do 3. I tried. So he's out of position, so just nudge him like that, and he'll move in a better spot where you can tell him to lie down. We want them behind cover and in the shadow, just to kind of make them harder to spot. And then this guy right here, he's definitely packing a sidearm for sure. So kick him, get behind him, and tell him to get down.
Get down.
I'm confused where this guy went. I think he glitched out. Well, we don't have to worry about him then, I guess. I'm worried because of how many times this has taken me. Like, holy crap. I'm so confused as to where he went. Alright, well, I guess he's gone for good. No skin off my back. Alright, so this is where you're going to want to get down on your stomach and crawl. One of the last guys should be right down below these water tanks. Alright, and you're going to do exactly as I do. We're going to jump down here, and then we're going to prone out, crawl over here, and then we're going to throw a magazine to get his attention. That got his attention, alright. There we go. Now, once again, this is also another enemy combatant with a shotgun. So, when we take him out, and we have to hold him up at gunpoint to tell him to lie down on the ground, you have to do it from behind. You cannot do it from the side or facing him. It has to be from behind. Okay, now's the time to move. Sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, 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 sneaky. Ooh, that was close. He almost turned around. Silky smooth. Alright, rinse and repeat. We're gonna wake him up and make sure that we're behind him. Wakey, wakey, sunshine.
Get down.
Alright. Let's go get pause. But let's be careful. Because guards' movement patterns have changed, the patrols have changed, the environment itself has changed. Okay, we're good? I'm good. I turned marking off. Like I said, this is on hard, and you haven't seen a single enemy be marked yet. And this is on hard difficulty. So we're doing pretty good so far, but we're not out of the woods yet until we get pause on the helicopter. And there she is.
Get past onto the helicopter.
There's only going to be 2 more people that we need to knock out, and then we should be good. See, there's a guard right here. See, it helps with the lights off and the cameras off. There's going to be 2 guards coming towards pause. We need to take them out. Otherwise, they're going to notice that, hey, the prisoner is missing, and that's going to sound the alarm. We do not want that. So get down over here by these water tanks, and we're going to wait for both of them to step down on our level of the floor, one at a time. There's 1, there's 2. Alright, we're going to take the rear guard out first. And the first guard has a shotgun, so we're going to need to take him out and then hold him up. Once again, from behind. Sleep. That's 1. Numero dos. Got him. Snake just uses the force. It's what it is. Alright, so we're gonna hide these guys behind the water tanks. No point in interrogate them since I played this multiple times.
Lie down.
Alright. Now this guy right here has a sidearm, so once again, from behind.
Get down.
And we're good. We don't need to take out anybody else. Let's grab pause and go. Whew. You finally got that done. Holy crap. Actually, you know what? I lied. There's going to be somebody else that we need to take out. Those guys that we left in the drainage channel are actually going to help us with that. So now is an actual okay time to run. Just to kind of get pause onto the helicopter ASAP. Because now, once again, the environment has changed. The guards' patterns have changed. Guards are driving in trucks all over the place now. Everything's different, especially since we turned the power off. So we have to be very careful. Go slow, take your time, it's not a race. Just in case. There is one guard all the way down that way that we can completely ignore. We don't need to worry about him. I wonder where that other guy went. I guess the floor or something ate him. I don't know. Okay, so the guards that we left here in the drainage channel, they're gonna help us. Come back over here and put pause down.
Call them.
Somebody get over here!
Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't know exactly where this guy can be sometimes. It'll be totally random. And also, those two guards from earlier that were also patrolling the helipad might still be there. So it's better to take one of them out of the equation and to get him in here secluded, because there's too much light, there's not a lot of cover and concealment out on the helipad area. It's better to get him in an isolated area and then take him out. That's why I'm helping these guys call him over, which is actually a genius mechanic. This should be the last guy that we're going to take out. And good night, sir. Now, what we have to do is going to take longer than 4 minutes, so this guy, we do have to hold him up as well. Because there's still going to be more things that we have to worry about. There's going to be trucks, there's going to be APCs, tanks moving all over the place. And we need to make sure that we call the helicopter at the right time. Otherwise, those vehicles will spot the helicopter and sound the alarm. We got spotted. Whoa. Wait, what is it? Okay, that looked a little weird. Sorry about that. Alright, let's slowly go out this door. Make sure that nobody else is in the area.
Go ahead and call the chopper. Keep an eye out for nearby enemies.
And we're pretty much just going to go exactly where we came from. One of the guards that we snuck by earlier, because the ship changed, he's gone. There's only one guard that we're going to need to distract at this point. We're going to go all the way back where we came, through that camp where we rescued the prisoner, up that hill, everything. But we're going to need to wait in the camp for a little bit. We have to wait for the truck to go past us. It might take a little bit, but when that truck goes past us, that ensures that, one, we're not seen, and two, you do not want to call the helicopter right now at this point. You want to call the helicopter when you have the ability to get up that hill and you're within range of the prisoner, where you can load him into the chopper and then put pause in the chopper. So there's the last guard. We need to make sure that he's positioned nicely. Check out the surroundings here. Hold on, make sure we're good. Should be okay. Yep. Nope. Commit's not right. Commit. Okay, we're gonna wait for him to move a little bit, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put pause down, prone out, throw a magazine to distract him. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, here he goes. Okay, pause. There you go. Yoink. Go fetch. You're a Marine. Go get it. Bork, bork. Marines love fetch. Okay, there he goes. Go, 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 go. Okay, go, 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 go. Wall. We can't jump over that. Okay. Yep. And we're good. Nice. Okay, but like I said, we're not out of the woods yet. I've had this happen to me so many times where I've called the helicopter, and a guy driving a Jeep has seen the helicopter, and the whole place goes on alert. Everybody that I told to lie down gets up, starts shooting, causes trouble, and a whole bunch of bullshit, and then I go to bed crying. So all we're going to do is we're going to be right underneath the shack toward where we rescued the prisoner. And then we're going to go as soon as the truck drives by. But in the meantime, guys, if you guys have stuck around to watch the video in the entirety of this video, thank you. I appreciate you guys. This is one of the longest videos I think I've ever made and edited. I had such a joy editing it and everything. I didn't have much of a joy recording it because of how many times I got caught and what I had to do. It gave me a headache. I would go to bed crying. I would want my mom and everything. It was super bad. But thank you, seriously, thank you. And if you guys like what you're seeing, please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. I sure would appreciate it. We do want this channel to keep going. And as of now, my Splinter Cell Remake news video has reached over 6,000 views. I never even thought that that video would reach those kind of numbers. And it continues to grow every day, which amazes me. And I'm so forever thankful for you guys. Thank you. Hopefully you guys can do the same thing with all these other videos and just spread the love of all stealth, all video games, and everything. So the truck here should be going past us. So as soon as the truck gets into visual range from this perspective, we're good to go. Yep, good. Now we can run. And now we're going to call the helicopter. You want to make sure that you call the helicopter as soon as the Jeep passes you. Because it's going to take a little bit.
It's headed your way now.
So, call the helicopter as soon as that Jeep passes you. It's going to look like that he's going to come back around later on, but he won't. So here's the prisoner. We're going to set pause down and we're going to load him into the helicopter first. Now it's just a matter of playing the wait game. Alright guys, the helicopter's here.
On station at LC.
Okay, so there are no vehicles coming. We should be good. Quickly load the prisoner and pause onto the helo. We should be good to go.
Target's inside. Is that it?
We did it. We finally did it. No retries without being spotted. All prisoners were rescued. Oh. I guess 15th take is the charm, snot rag. And we're good. Now because we did that without having to retry, we should get an S. Look at that. Zeros across the board. And we got an S. No retries. Reflex mode was off. We got the points for that. Nice. We did it, guys. We finally did it.
Warning. The following scene may contain strong bloody violence and gore, torture, sexual violence, or other images that you may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Snake! Snake!
Medic! She's rigged. Damn it, we were set up!
We gotta get it out. No time for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
Hold her down. Hold her down!
Keep her gut in. Boss. Breathing stable, no active bleeding. She's clean, I'm closing her up. Hold her steady. It's gotta be a continuous suture.
Control tower, this is Morpho 1. All hummingbirds are on the wing. We'll shake hands, then head back to the cage. Boss, you got a call. Boss, can you hear me?
What's up, Huey?
Our guests are right on time. Document destruction and hangar decontamination are complete. AFVs have been stowed away, and Zeke's on the seafloor along with a nuke. Everyone's got their story straight. The guided tour will be wrapped up by the time you get home.
Make me proud.
By the time they leave, I'll have the IAEA praising us as the poster boys for world peace. Out. Tower, this is Morpho 1. Do you copy? Can't get through. The link seems fine, but...
a smoke screen.
He's okay.
I heard explosions, then... They played us like a damn fiddle! Give it back! This isn't right, that was ours! We built it, damn it! You spying bitch! Come on, start talking, bitch! Come on, get up and start talking!
Bob, there's...
It's all right, we got it out.
There's another in my...
All we hear are orders delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss. Tell me where he is. Where is Cypher? Where is Zero? I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak, I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
All right. Zero is...
Don't you die on me, damn it! He's dropping! Intubate, now! Clear! No response. Hit him again!
been in a coma for quite some time. Yes, I know. You would like to know how long. I'm afraid it's been 9 years.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer. The body I've lost. The comrades I've lost. Won't stop hurting.
So guys, that's going to do it for Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. Once again, I can't thank you all enough for all the love and support that you guys have shown the channel. Please do the same for this stealth series that I'm doing with Metal Gear Solid 5. We just completed Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. We're going to be continuing Metal Gear Solid 5. We'll play Metal Gear Solid 3 when that comes out, and of course when I get myself situated with an Xbox, we will continue the Splinter Cell series with Double Agent, Conviction, and yeah, those are the last couple of the Splinter Cells. But that's it. Guys, once again, thank you all so much for the love and support. I appreciate y'all. And as always, stay frosty.